Alright, this is just the trial run of the bike, just going around New South Wales, just going up to the back of the Hunter Valley and Denman, Warwick, Mary Wharf, Sandy Hollow, Rollstone. Yeah, just going to see how it goes. The bike, just rolled the bike out now, fully loaded with all its gear now, it's fully done. And it felt a little heavy, to be honest, but hopefully I'll get used to it. I'm going to get started to go to just a trial camp, see how we go. Yeah, I'll put a bit of a report when I get back, probably at the back of Hunter Valley now, but I'm just in Mossman now, going to leave. It's about 10 in the morning, 10:30, a bit of a late start. So anyway, yeah, let's be honest, I probably have no idea what I'm about to get myself in for, as some of you may or may not know. I'm going to try and take this bike around the world, or wherever the money runs out, basically. Anyway, so I'll keep you updated when I get up to the back of the valley, but hopefully I don't crash or get pinned by the cops, because I'm not really supposed to be driving right now. Okay, bye. Okay, so it's night one, just camping in Denman, just a few k's, so it's my setup. Bike tent, which seemed to be working, but I got a 2-man tent. I've just filled it with crap already, so yeah, obviously a little unhappy with the weight I'm carrying, but I've pulled out my bag of food and worked out that that's probably most of it, so and that won't be the case probably when I'm travelling overseas. I'll just be getting local stuff because it's cheap, but over here in Australia, I mean, camping here is like $20. I think it's a freaking rip-offs, but anyway, I would prefer to have got to a bit further and just done some free camping and with a fire, but anyway, not an option. I'll have to go and sample some of the Denman nightlife. Might snag myself a country girl. So in my wisdom, I parked my bike up against the tree, and my tent was just there, and I moved off and jerked around with the bike a bit, and then knocked this tap out, pissing with water everywhere, putting my tent in probably the worst spot for a situation with water. So I've just moved up near the lake. Probably getting eaten by mozzies, but you know, it's not wet. Okay, well, it's early morning and there's been a frost overnight. Current reading on my digital temperature gauge is 0.1 of a degree. If we go to minimum overnight was minus 1.4. So pretty balmy really, compared to my posh Mossman unit. Anyway, I'll pack up and get the hell out of here. Can't make a fire here, which is pretty annoying. So, and I forgot my MSR shit light bottle, so I can't make heat. Okay. Alright, it's been a really nice morning. Cold. What time is it? It's about 10:30. It's 20 degrees now, but it was fucking cold this morning. These grips are just rubbish. Not spongy, and they need heat on them. My fingers are freezing and the windshield's still a bit too short. But apart from that, it's just spectacular scenery. If we just turn around and have a bit of a look. This is the road from Bylong. I've just come through Bylong, which was, yeah, let's be honest, not the biggest town, but the coffee was warm and the lady didn't murder the milk, so must have worked out I was from Sydney, so she put on quite a show for me. And yeah, no, it was a lovely morning. So these cows here have been unsure as to why I'm taking a video. They're probably used to the sound of the tractor of this bike, so they probably thought I'm trying to herd them, but yeah, just gorgeous sandstone cliffs and that sort of stuff. So it's funny, you know, you live in Sydney for too long, you just forget that this sort of stuff is out there, it's not that far away. So yeah, going to going to push on to Rollstone, and probably going to camp it's somewhere about sort of 20 k's out of Rollstone. Should be able to have a fire and take it easy and get some food in Rollstone. So yeah, right, I've just landed in Glen Davis. Found a little campsite here. It's quite cute, and there's a couple of old ducks in the kiosk, or the hard to see. There's a bit of a kiosk up there selling life refreshments. Open from 10 till 4. But Saturday, Sunday's public holidays. But not every public holiday, because some days they, want to leave town. But today they're just busy playing Sudoku against each other on the computer, which looks like it's something from the 80s. Maybe I'm just being a computer snob. It's my little campsite for today. Fire and some beautiful yellow bins. Yep. Anyway, hopefully that's where the animals will be heading, into the bins rather than into my tent. If I get a bit of time, still a bit of sunlight, so I might actually pull the panniers off and actually go for a bit of a dirt bike up the back here and see what I can find. Hopefully not kill myself. So I'll set up camp and have a bit of fun. Apparently it's going to be pretty wild up there tonight. It's going to be an AGM, so I'm on notice. I've been told. So sounds like I'm going to have to join the party rather than sitting in my tent complaining about the noise. Alright, it's the evening of the second day. I know it's dark, but we'll just see if this video works. But maybe I can trick it up with if it's not getting too hot. Just sitting near my fire. You can probably see. Tent's over there, and bike obviously. There's some rowdy locals just up over there. Yeah, it's just interesting. It's been quite nice. It's been quite quiet tonight. Hear a bit more movement out in the trees and stuff. Probably possums, but apparently the wombats are going to come out and get me tonight. Never heard of wombats to be vicious, but I suppose it's a first for everything. So that'll probably be my luck. I never get killed by crocodile, but get killed by vicious hairy-nosed wombat. But anyway, so it's been a nice night. I think being alone has started to. I think when I'm in Sydney and I'm alone in my unit and that sort of stuff, I'm sort of always got things to entertain me, TV and internet and email and whatever. But out here, I'm sort of, no phone reception or anything, and that's fine. But it's good. But I think it's starting to hit home that doing this whole trip on my own is probably not going to work. I'm not exactly sure what I'll do, but I think I'll try and see if I can find some people back on that website to see if they can come travel with me. So yeah, but it's been good. But just certainly being on a dirt road today with heaps of gear and doing 80 clicks an hour, the risks of something happening and being pretty stuck are pretty high. So I don't really mind getting puncture, or even if like electronics or something breaks on the bike, I can probably fix that. But just probably getting injured myself. I mean, I've got a medical kit, but I mean, how the hell am I going to put it on myself if something bad happens and there's no phone reception? So yeah, no, I'm going to have a think about that. Alright, good morning. It's a lovely morning again. Probably just see the cliffs behind me. They have the sun setting on those last night, which is just gorgeous. So yeah, I think slept pretty well. Woke up a few times with movement over the back of my tent. There was a couple of possums, probably a wombat, I think, doing a bit of sniffing and huffing and puffing. So yeah, I don't know. I mean, we do have pretty dangerous drop bears over here, so the drop bears probably were coming to get me, but thankfully the motorbike probably scared them off. They figured I was some sort of, someone from Hells Angels, so they usually, I think the drop bears have a pact with the Hells Angels, and they don't sort of, we leave them alone and they leave them alone, they leave us alone. But I think of an update on my gear. Best thing I've bought so far was probably this pot. Can you see it? That's pretty rubbish camera work, isn't it? That pot for like $4.99, I can make a beautiful cup of tea. I think the stupidest thing I bought has probably been my flint. which all it gave me was a cut up finger, and let's not be forgotten, a bruised ego, as some locals or tourists, probably tourists I'd say, wandered past as I was trying to light with my flint and had a bit of a chuckle, and but they were very nice, happy to have a chat. But yeah, I think I want my money back, Frank. That flint was crap. I upgraded to the Scout version, which is the one Bear Grylls uses, and obviously, I just can't cut it as Bear Grylls. It's disappointing, but I think I'll get over it. Anyway, going to have my cup of tea and then clear off. Hopefully be back in Sydney by this afternoon, and I'll cut a video and see how she goes.
It's pretty noisy, but as you can see, I've had a bit of a problem. There is a puncture. I've been absolutely booting down the M2 and now Lane Cove Tunnel, so I've somehow, luckily didn't have a stack, to be honest. I was carrying a lot of weight, and well, not heaps of weight, but enough to give me a bit of a speed wobble, and so I've just pulled off the side of the road. Tyre is completely deflated, so pretty much decided that I've made an error by not having CO2 inflation with me. I only got a hand pump, a hand tyre, so anyway, I'll change the tyre now and hopefully not get run over. I'm in the Pacific Highway exit lane, and I'm pulled over to the left, so no one should be coming up this lane unless they're a complete dickhead, and you can't really avoid that. So alright, so like all good trips, this one's ending on the back of a tow truck. Yeah, it's a bit of a story here. Shit, is my lips that black? Anyway, don't really feel like talking about it right now, but I'll probably debrief on the way home. Bye.